Syracuse University's Chief Student Experience Officer, Ellen Rose. Nationally recognized author and journalist, Scott Petoniak. And former Syracuse University baseball player, coach, and Syracuse University Letter of Distinction winner, Mr. Herman Carr. At this time, fans, we'd like to recognize seniors from the Syracuse University men's baseball team. First, number 19, Seth Warner. Seth is from East Brunswick, New Jersey. He is a 2022 Sports Analytics graduate and a 2023 Applied Data Science Master's student. Following graduation, Seth will be a researcher at the MLB Network. Number 23, Ryan Pitts. Ryan is an individual from Binghamton, Pennsylvania, a senior majoring in supply chain management and information management and technology. Following graduation, he will be moving for a job in Raleigh, North Carolina with IBM. Number 17, Louis DeAngelis. Louis is a first baseman and pitches. He's from Branchburg, New Jersey, and is a senior majoring in entrepreneurship and marketing management. He'll be working in sales development in New York City. Catcher number 21, Aiden Burke. Aiden is from Portsmouth, Rhode Island, and he majors in advertising. Number 8, Connor Burke. Connor plays shortstop and is from right here in Syracuse, New York. He's a public relations major and a 2-year president of the baseball club. First graduation time relocated to Boston to work in PR for the Castle Group. And number 30, Michael Patrick Geitz. NBT, as he is known, is from Syracuse, a physics and policy studies major. He's the 2023 Senior Class Marshal and Team Development Officer. Last June, MP presented at the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown. He'll be attending medical school post-graduation from Syracuse. Fans, another big round of applause for the senior class of 2023 for the Syracuse Mets baseball team. At this time, we'd like to introduce our dignitaries to speak about this important evening. First off, the Chief Student Experience Officer at Syracuse University, Mr. Alan Rose.
So I want to acknowledge and even more about that. This is the 150th anniversary of baseball at Syracuse University, going back to 1873. And although the varsity team ended in 1972, our club team has kept the spirit alive since that time and even before. My understanding from me is they're ranked number 4 right now nationally in their league, which is pretty impressive. I also want to do some thank you real quick, please. So I want to thank first NB guys who organized all of this. How many times have we met and talked about it? And going back to when they were at Cooperstown in the presentation there. But NB's passion for the club baseball team is kind of unparalleled. I want to acknowledge Connor Burke, the team president, who worked for 2 years, and it's not easy to be a player and to run the whole operation, so Connor, I want to recognize you as well. I want to recognize you here from the Scouts camp, class of 1977. We appreciate everything that he's done to help us get this off the ground. I want to thank the Syracuse Mets for hosting us, and hosting the University Club Baseball team here at Syracuse Stadium. The GM, Jason Small, who's really been an instrument in helping pull this together, but everybody on the Mets staff has been so welcoming to us. So with that, I simply want to say welcome everybody. Thanks for coming out. Congratulations to all of our seniors. I look forward to a great go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Alan. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us for today's celebration of Syracuse University's baseball sesquicentennial. 150 years ago this spring, the Orange fielded their first baseball team, starting a rich tradition that continues to this day. Through the decades, Syracuse sent 22 players to the major leagues. The most accomplished of all was Jim Stanton, who in 1950 became the first relief pitcher in big league history to win a Most Valuable Player award. Other notables who played in the major leagues included Dave Justy, who played an integral role in helping the Pittsburgh Pirates to the World Series finals, and once led the National League in saves. Perhaps the most famous baseball alumnus is Stephen Crane, who 3 years after playing for the Orange, wrote the seminal Civil War novel, The Red Badge of Courage. Syracuse baseball reached the zenith in 1961 when it reached the Final Four of the College World Series. We're fortunate today to have in our presence Herm Carr, whom you'll hear from in a moment. Herm, as you heard, played for distinction for the Orange and then served as an assistant coach for the team. And if you go up to the Hall of Fame area, you'll see his plaque up there. Sadly, following the 1972 season, the Syracuse varsity baseball program disbanded. But in its place, emerged a robust club team, which you'll be watching in a few minutes. I want to thank one of the current players, NBT guys, and don't forget that in recent days, I spent more time talking to him than my wife. He's a great kid. He and club president Connor have worked extremely hard to make this happen. They deserve a huge round of applause. I want to thank James Fitzgerald and Alan Rose for being here and their commitment to the club baseball program and all club sports. And also to Jason Smorrow, unfortunately couldn't be here, and Syracuse Mets. We're very, very grateful for you on this beautiful ball diamond. I would encourage all of you here this afternoon to support the club program. We've got an alumni table set up there to get more information about how you can help out, and also learn a little bit more in great detail about the history, the rich history of Syracuse University baseball. So thank you very much, and as the late Chicago Club NBT Bank said, let's play two.
All right, fans, now for today's lineup. First, we're going to start with the Binghamton Bearcats. Now starting, number 5, Anthony Amaro. Number 6, Drew Schwartz. Jordan Chin. Number 21, Luke Zuckerman. 48, Matt Bolsino. Matt Renzo. Number 29, Nick Delhofer. Number 46,
Testing.
Nick Sam Strick. Jared Saber. And Tommy Berlin.
Testing.
And now today's lineup for Binghamton Bearcats. Starting in left field,
Testing.
number 27,
Testing.
Costanzo. In center field, number 24, Brickman Bell. Third base, number 34, James Muscat. Behind the bench, number 2, Robbie Gordon. First base, number 17, Jordan Fritz. DH, number 7, Travis
History in the making atop NBT Bank Stadium, the first ever SU Club Baseball Network broadcast, and it comes against Binghamton. Welcome into one of the best ballparks in all of minor league baseball. Alongside Anthony Vasquez, I'm Jesse Cook. First inning about to get going. Let's go through those starting lineups. Syracuse in the field, batting first, the catcher Kyle Chi. Then shortstop number 8, Connor Burke. At third, batting third, Thomas Montfort. Batting fourth, the DH, Louis DeAngelis. In the 5 spot, first baseman Jack Corrado. Batting sixth, center fielder Seth Warner. At seventh, second baseman Ryan Pitts. In right field, Adam Newfield. And batting ninth, Grant Snyder. On the hill, Aiden Burke, the right-hander. As for Binghamton, their pitcher is Morgan Dillon. Batting first for the Bearcats, left fielder Luke Costanzo. Second, center fielder Griffin Bell. Batting third, at third, James Muscat. In the 4th spot, catcher Robbie Kortnick. Batting fifth, first baseman Jordan Prince. Batting sixth, designated hitter Travis Zeminski. Batting seventh, Will Florio. Batting eighth, Jack Capobianco. And batting ninth, Justin Park at second base. On the hill for Syracuse is Aiden Burke. And this season, he's 4-1 with a .310 earned run average. 20 1/3 innings pitched to his credit as well. Adding to that equation, 18 strikeouts. A Syracuse native and a graduate of Corcoran High School. Still going over the deliberations at home plate between the coaches and the umpires, and finally everyone breaks apart. The leadoff man for Binghamton in this one, Luke Costanzo, this season batting .350, 7 RBIs to his name. Add in a home run as well for the Valley Stream, New York native. Syracuse rides into this game following a win, split a 2-game set at Boston University, won the latter of the 2 games. Next up for the Orange, they go out to Georgetown on next Friday, and that's out in Washington, D.C. Syracuse sits at the top of their division in the NCBA D2, New England West Conference. 12-2 on the year, 11-1 in division play. Binghamton, on the other hand, a Division I team, 11-3 on the season and 10-2 in the North Atlantic West Conference, and they're the number 1 spot. Last time out, Binghamton swept Slippery Rock in a 3-game setup. Every single one of those games came with a margin of above 5 runs. Bing comes into this one on a 5-game winning streak. Just about ready to go for first pitch. Luke Costanzo saunters up to the plate. Batting on the left side. .58, 170 pounds. The starting left fielder, Costanzo, digs in. Burke fires. Swing and a miss. And the Syracuse tenure at NBT Bank Stadium starts out on the right foot with a strike. The 0-1 on the way. Lifted left field, chasing it down. Sliding grab and left. Grant Snyder goes sprawling for it, and there's one away. Excitement early. Griffin Bell, the center fielder, walks up to the plate, batting second. Burke into the windup. On the way. Bounced out, third base side, trickles foul. 0-1 count. Burke comes set again on the hill, walks back to the rubber. Bell, a senior, batting .250 on the year, 5 RBIs. Second pitch, dances too far inside, and that is the first time that Burke has thrown a pitch outside of the zone. 1-1, 1 away, bases empty. That pitch caught. Wow. Looked a couple inches off the dish, but the umpire gives the signal. It's a 1-2 count. Burke into the windup once again. He fires. That one misses high. She reached above the batter's head. 2-2 the count. Burke, the pitch. Bounced, third base side, corralled by Montfort. No, it trickled underneath his glove and into left field. First hit of the game. That brings up James Muscat. Muscat, a two-way player this season at the dish, batting .417 with 10 RBIs and a home run. But as a pitcher, he also threw 2/3 of an inning, allowed 1 run in that time. First pitch in the dirt. The junior infielder steps back in on the right side of the dish. Burke fires. Driven deep to center field. Warner chasing over his head near the warning track. Makes the grab over the shoulder. Hurls it back into the infield. 2 web gems in the outfield thus far. And the SU defense coming up clutch. Down goes Muscat. That brings up the cleanup hitter, the catcher, Robbie Kwartnick. The sophomore batting .348 on the season with 8 RBIs. However, he struck out 6 times. Burke has handed out 12 Ks on the hill this season. It's a righty-righty matchup. The pitch. Too far inside for Kwartnick's liking, but the umpire calls a strike in on the elbows. 0-1. The pitch. Hits him. Plunked Kwartnick right on the elbow pad. That brings up the 5-hitter, Jordan Prince, the first baseman. This season, he possesses one of the best batting lines in the league at .389. 3 runs batted in, also a long ball to boot. Also adept with the walk. 4 of those. He's a righty, as is Burke. 0-0 your score in the top of the first. Runners on first and second for Binghamton. 2 away. First pitch. Breaking ball catches the front door for a strike. 0-1 count to Prince. Burke checks back at second. Decides on home. The pitch bounces and heads to the very deep backstop. She lost it. Both runners go one base. Neither one trying for any more, although they might have had the time. So, 2 away with 2 men in scoring position for Binghamton. A 1-1 count for Prince. Burke slowly walked back to the mound and resettled. The 1-1 to Prince misses low and away. Not the worst idea to walk Prince here and get the force out at any base. 2-1. He attacks, bounced out, third base side, Montfort with it, the throw across the diamond in time. Syracuse escapes the jam unscathed. Through the top of the first inning, 0-0 your score. Keep tuned in to the SU Baseball Network. Bottom of the first inning, coming at you from NBT Bank Stadium, 0-0 the score between Syracuse and Binghamton. Jesse Cook with you on the mic. And the Syracuse defense came up strong in the top half of the inning. 2 web gems in left and center field. Kyle Shee had his work cut out for him behind the dish, chasing down a wild pitch. But beyond that, nothing too harsh for him. He's leading off for the Orange. First pitch on the way, righty-righty matchup. Called strike. She started to walk out of the box during the pitch. Morgan Dillon on the hill for Binghamton. The 0-1. Called strike, low and away. Dillon dealing an 0-2 count. Struck out 20 batters thus far this season. The righty fires. Lifted at deep right field, hooking foul though. That one off into the second deck of foul territory stand, so she stays alive. Digs back in on the right side. The junior batting .531 on the season. The 0-2 again. Driven right field, chasing it down near the foul line. Catch is made. Jack Capobianco flies to the ball, and there's one away in the bottom of the first. That brings up Connor Burke, team president and starting shortstop today. Burke batting .286 on the season with a trio of RBIs. Bats from the right side. The pitch. Waits on a strike. Front door fastball caught him looking 0-1. Dillon has yet to miss the zone through 5 pitches. The 0-1. Check swing, doesn't bite. Umpire calls it a ball. 1-1 count. Bases empty. 0-0 score with one away in the bottom of the first. Dillon into the windup. The pitch. Chipped over the backstop and foul. That one hit a wire holding up the netting and bounced back down to the first level. 1-2 count to Burke. He struck out 12 times this season. Dillon steps and deals. Misses high. Changeup had him waiting, and it's a 2-2 count. The senior digs back in on the right side. Dillon, the pitch. Popped up straight over the backstop and onto the roof of the stadium. Burke stays alive in a 2-2 count. One away, base is empty, 0-0 the score in the bottom of the first. Syracuse at the bat. Burke digs in, the pitch. Reaches for it, pops it up, right side, hooking foul, chasing it down, and it's into the seats, a foul ball. Jordan Prince was looking for room on that first base side. He started to pitter-patter as he got closer to the wall, and he sensed late enough it would be out of play. Again, the 2-2 pitch. That one bounces, so Burke puts it to a full count. Three and two, bases empty, one away in a 0-0 ball game, top of the first. Burke at the bat for Syracuse. 8th pitch of the at-bat on the way. No, the umpire calls time. Dillon and Burke staring each other down. The pitcher took too long. Dillon comes set again on the hill. The junior fires the 3-2, bounces in front of the plate, and Burke is aboard. A freight train rattles by in the distance beyond left field, one of the beautiful sights that accompanies NBT Bank Stadium, the railroad tracks in the back. Tom Montfort, the third baseman at the dish now, also a righty. Dillon deals. Again, he bounces it. Third straight pitch in the dirt from the junior. A 1-0 count, runner on first, one away. From the stretch. Misses. Burke off for second. The throw is late. A 2-0 count for Montfort, and now a man in scoring position. Two and 0. Montfort settles back in on the right side. He's 5 for 6 thus far this campaign. The 2-0. Swings at it, chops it first base side, stabbed, tags first, but Burke is at third. Jordan Prince, a swift glove, but now with 2 away, Syracuse has the game's first run 90 feet away. Brings up Louis DeAngelis, the designated hitter. Two away for the junior. Bats from the left side out of Bow, New York. Dylan deals. Misses, blown away. DeAngelis enters with a .320 batting line, 9 RBIs, and a pair of home runs. The 1-0 pitch. Called strike, blown away. The Syracuse bench reacts with confusion because the first pitch looked like a strike painted in the lower outside corner, and that one was further outside. 1-1 count, 2 away, runner on third, the pitch. Foul tipped off to the third base side. DeAngelis has only struck out twice this season, but he's down to a 1-2 count. 0-0 the score, bases empty except for Connor Burke, stranded off of third base. A 1-2 count, 2 away for the cleanup hitter. Righty-lefty matchup. Dylan into the windup. The right-hander fires, popped up foul, out of play off the third base side. Plunked off the roof and came back into the stands. Count remains 1-2. DeAngelis settles in. The 1-2 pitch. Bounced out, shortstop, fielded by Florio. The throw to first in time. So both teams end their half of the inning without a run, but leaving someone stranded on third. 0-0 remains the score as we head to the second inning. The SU Club Baseball Network carries on. Top of the second inning coming your way from NBT Bank Stadium in Syracuse, New York. 0-0 the score between the hometown team, the SU Club Baseball squad, and Binghamton. Aiden Burke on for his second inning of work. First batter he has is Travis Jaminski. Jaminski batting .273 this season. The first pitch to the righty. Waits on a strike, high and in. Burke also a right-hander. The 0-1 pitch. Called strike. Two-seamer came backdoor in 0-2 count. 0-2 to Jaminski. Fires. Breaking ball goes chin level and misses high, a 1-2 count. Jaminski has drawn 4 walks this season. 1-2 pitch. Lifts it right center field, shallow, chasing in on it. Newfield dives, makes the grab. Throw it around the horn in the outfield. Every single person in that outfield grass has made a spectacle of a grab thus far, and there's one away in the top of the second. That brings up Will Florio, the shortstop, batting from the right side. Burke into the windup. First pitch bounces. What a start for this Syracuse defense. Florio digs back into the box. The 1-0 pitch. Drives it right side. That one hooks foul just barely. 1-1 count. Florio batting .360 on the year. The 1-1 misses inside. 2-1 count now. Bases empty, one away. 0-0 game, top of the second. 2-1 pitch to the grad student. Chips it over the backstop, foul. 2-2 count. Florio digs back in on the right side. He readies again. Burke into the windup. The 2-2 pitch. Bumps it out to the shortstop side. Fielded by Burke. The throw to first, and he got him. Aiden Burke runs off the mound and makes the play. There's two away now in the top of the second. Now up the 8-hitter, Jack Capobianco, also batting from the right side. Capobianco batting .368 entering today. First pitch. Waits on a ball high. 1-0 count, bases empty, two away. The pitch. That one misses again high. The senior out of Cross River, New York, digs back in on the right side, crowding the plate. 2-0 pitch from Burke. He fires. Same spot, same result, a 3-0 count with the ball. Nobody on base, so SU can't afford the walk. 3-0 pitch. Called strike lone away. Capobianco took a step down the first base line and had to recoil. Still a hitter's count, though. He's walked just 3 times this year. The pitch. Swings at it and fires it foul to the left side. What was a 3-0 count is now full. 2 away, bases empty, 0-0 the score in the top of the first. Binghamton at the bat and potentially down to its final strike in this half. The 3-2 pitch. Chops it foul left side. That one right by the camera well. Two away, full count. Capobianco at the dish. Has yet to strike out this season. The pitch. Misses inside, and Binghamton has a base runner. Brings up the 9-hitter, Justin Park. He's struggling thus far this season, batting .083. 1 RBI to his name, but he struck out 4 times. Park, a right-handed batter. 1 on, 2 away, 0-0 in the top of the second. Righty-righty matchup. Throw over to first. Nothing doing. No tag laid down. The Manhasset, New York native digs back in. The pitch. Called strike, blown away. Fastball had him waiting. 0-1 count. Burke peers over at first, but fires towards home. Lifted right side. That one just foul. .2 count. 2 away. Runner on first. Top of the second. The score is 0-0 for the 9-hitter, Justin Park. Taps the plate and settles back in about midway through the box near the back. 0-2 pitch to the righty. Breaking ball catches in front door. It's in the dirt. She picks up and throws to first. High throw, but caught. So Syracuse retires Binghamton once again without allowing a run. 0-0 the score after the top of the second inning. So we head to the bottom half on the SU Club Baseball Network. Bottom of the second inning coming your way from NBT Bank Stadium. 0-0 the score between Syracuse and Binghamton. Leading off this frame, it's Jack Corrado, the first baseman, batting from the left side. Morgan Dillon on the hill for his second inning of work. The right-hander into the windup. First pitch, lifted foul off to the left side. Corrado this season batting .280, 13 RBIs, and a pair of home runs. The freshman out of Towson, Maryland. 0-1 pitch. Bounces it foul. Countdown at 0-2. Corrado has struck out five times this season. Dillon, who has struck out 20 batters, has yet to retire anyone by way of the K today. 0-2 pitch. Swings and drives it deep left field. This one coming in on the foul line. Catch made. Costanzo under it for the grab, and there's one away in the bottom of the second. Seth Warner, the center fielder, comes up to the plate, batting from the right side. First pitch to the senior. He swings and misses. 0-1 count. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the second inning. The pitch. Called strike low and inside. Warner winced at it. Umpires said toughen up. 5 straight strikes to start off the frame. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. First strikeout handed out by Dillon, and there's 2 out in the bottom of the second. That brings up the second baseman, Ryan Pitts. The junior bats on the right side of the dish. Just 2 for 10 on the season thus far. Dillon fires the first pitch. Called strike low and inside. Pitts, in those 10 at-bats, he has 2 hits and 2 strikeouts. The 0-1 pitch. Swings and misses way out in front of a changeup. An 0-2 count. With the exception of a flyout to left, Dillon has fired nothing but strikes. 9th pitch of the inning coming up here. The 0-2, foul tip to the backstop. Wouldn't have been an immaculate inning, but just about as close as you can come. Base is empty, 2 away, 0-0 the score in the bottom of the second. Righty-righty matchup. Pitts At the plate, Dillon on the hill, an 0-2 count, 2 away. The junior on the hill fires. That one fouled back to the backstop. Second 2-strike foul ball from Pitts. Most of the time, he's a catcher, but he doubles as an infielder as well, playing second base in this game. 0-2 pitch on the way. Misses high above his head. The only other time a Syracuse batter fouled off a 2-strike pitch from Dillon, it was Connor Burke, and he worked a walk out of it. A 1-2 count, the pitch to Pitts. Misses low and away, 2-2. Digs in on the right side. Dillon into the windup. He fires. Bounced out, third base side. Fielded next to the bag. The throw to first is in time. Syracuse goes down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the second inning, and the score remains 0-0. Keep tuned in. The third inning is just around the corner on the SU Club Baseball Network. It's the top of the third inning from NBT Bank Stadium. 0-0 your score between Syracuse and Binghamton. The Bearcats at the bat. Leading off is the top of the order, and Luke Costanzo. Last time up, he flied out to left field, resulting in a diving grab from Snyder. The left-handed hitter stands at the front of the box. Aiden Burke, the righty, still on the hill. First pitch of the inning on the way. Swings, chops at first base side, just fair, right of the line, fielded, and the base is tagged. One away to kick off the third inning, thanks to the efficient efforts at first from Jack Corrado. That brings up the two-hitter, Griffin Bell, in center field. Bats on the right side of the plate. He has the game's only hit for either side. First pitch to the righty. Misses low. A 1-0 count for Bell, standing at the back of the box. The pitch from Burke. Misses high and inside, counted 2-0. Last time up, Bell singled into left field just under the glove of Thomas Montfort at third. The 2-0. Swing and a miss. 2-1 count. Burke into the windup. He deals. Bounces in front of the plate. Three and one, a hitter's count. Into the windup. Burke, the pitch, misses way low and away. Bell aboard with a walk. Second time reaching base for the center fielder. That brings up the three-hitter James Muscat. Last time up, he flied out to deep center field, had Seth Warner chasing over his shoulder to make the grab. Muscat digs in on the right side. Burke peers over at first. He throws home, though, the pitch. Misses low and in. 1-0 count for the third baseman. Muscat, the junior, 1-0. Swung on, bounced out, third base side, just down the line. A fair ball. He throws to first and got the out. Muscat upset at the call, but the runner off to second, and the base umpire is sending everyone back where they were. That's a questionable call. The reasoning that when Muscat swung, the ball hit home plate first, and that made it a foul ball. So, 1-1 count, one away, and a runner on first. Muscat digs back in. Throw over to first, Bell in with no tag. 1-1 count. Burke peers at home, kicks and deals. Breaking ball hammered into shallow right field, chasing in on it Neufeld, makes the play. There's two away now, runner on first in the top of the third. 0-0 the score as Robbie Kortnick comes up to the bat for the second time today. And last time up, he took a pitch off the shoulder, took his base too. The catcher digs in on the right side at the very back of the box. Righty-righty matchup. The pitch. Called strike, low and away. Throw over to first. Misses everyone. Bell, who was going back to first, then takes second. Play now in at second base, so a runner at second after an errant throw from Shee. First error of the game. 0-1 count to Kortnick with a runner on second and two away. Burke from the stretch. Breaking ball goes front door for a strike. 0-2, he caught him looking. Binghamton down to its last strike of the inning. The 0-2 pitch he deals. Bounces. Stopped by Shee, sliding off to his left. No action on the bases. A 1-2 count. Two away. Runner in scoring position on second base. No score yet. The 1-2 pitch from the stretch. Bounces. Shee. Kick save. Moving off to his right. Keeps Bell in check on second base. A sliding move from Shee to tackle that one. A 2-2 count. Two away. Runner on second. The pitch to the righty. Waits on a ball, low and in. Burke was in control of this at bat, ahead 0-2. Now it's full. First base open though. From the stretch, runner off for third. Swung on and fouled off to the third base side. The hit and run avails to nothing. Bell, who has been on base both times he came up, has now been the victim of three pickoff attempts. None of them successful though. The 3-2 pitch. Bounced out, third base side, off the glove of Montfort and into center field. Bell holds at third though. Runners on first and third as the throw gets back into the infield. A freak accident for Syracuse for them results in a calm situation. But it does bring up Jordan Prince. He hit the ball hard last time, although it resulted in a ground out. So single into center field, puts runners on the corners. Righty-righty matchup. Burke from the stretch. Breaking ball misses high. Already thrown that front door curve a few times today. First one that missed. 1-0 pitch. Called strike, low and away on the fastball. 1-1 count to the Orchard Park native. He fires. Runner off for second. She doesn't throw. A ball low anyway. 2-1 count. Runner is on second and third now. 2-1 pitch. Called strike, low and away, a 2-2 count. Runners on second and third, 2 outs, 0-0 in the top of the third inning. Binghamton that close to having a run scored. Jordan Prince, though, has the team down to its final strike of the inning for the second time. The pitch. Swings at it, fires it to third, hits Montfort's glove and bounces off to the third base side. Foul. 1 run scores, chasing for home, and he's in there. Robbie Kortnick comes around from second on the error at third, and it's 2-0 Binghamton with a runner on first. Montfort, no doubt, battling the sun at third base. It's catching just his side eye. So Travis Jaminski comes up to bat now. Right side of the plate. Runner on first, 2 away. The pitch. Called strike. Burke comes set again. 2-0 Binghamton in the top of the third. The pitch. Bounced third base side and just barely fair right of the bag into left field. Runner chasing for third. Throw into the infield way late. Men on the corners for Binghamton. 2 away. And that brings up Will Florio, who bounced out to the pitcher his last time up. Kyle Shee taking a trip out to the rubber to talk down his pitcher. Burke entered this game with an ERA of 3.10 and 20 1/3 innings pitched. Struck out 18, now 19 with the one that ended the top half of the second inning. Righty-righty matchup with Florio. Runners on the corners. First pitch. Line drive to second base and stabbed. Ryan Pitts makes the grab, but Binghamton does its damage in the top half of the third. 2-0 Bearcats. The Orange, though, about to grab the bats on the SU Club Baseball Network. Bottom of the third coming your way from NBT Bank Stadium on the SU Club Baseball Network. It's 2-0 Binghamton, and a new pitcher in the game for the Bearcats and right-hander Nick Dejewski. This season, Dejewski, a 123 earned run average in 7 1/3 innings pitched. Struck out 5, walked 6. His first batter is the 8-hitter for Syracuse, another righty, Adam Neufeld, the right fielder. Neufeld digs in, batting .405 on the year. First pitch. Called strike high and away. 0-1 count. The pitch. Waits on a pitch low and away. That one looked a foot off the plate, but the umpire calls it strike 2. Neufeld in the middle of the box. The 0-2 pitch. Check swing, doesn't go, misses low and away. A 1-2 count. Base is empty, nobody out. The pitch. Too far inside. That one would have chipped him if he hadn't gotten out of the way. 2-2 count. Dejewski going with some quick pitching. He's into the windup again. The 2-2 on the way. Swings at it, lifts it, right side, just foul. Count remains at 2-2 for Neufeld. Dejewski fires to the junior. Breaking ball, called strike, high and in. And Neufeld took a sigh and shook his head afterwards. He didn't like it. The jeers from the Syracuse bench and crowd at the umpire's expense pretty loud. That brings up the 9-hitter, Grant Snyder. Batting from the left side and playing left field. .385 batting line in the season. First pitch, misses low and inside. The junior has 7 RBIs on the season. And he's a New Englander, native to Hollis, New Hampshire. 6'4", 180. 1-0 pitch. Same spot, same call, ball, and the fastball going in. 2-0 count with 1 out, bases empty. 2-0 Binghamton over Syracuse. The pitch. Waits on a breaking ball, front door, and that one missed inside. A 3-0 count with the top of the order on deck. The pitch. Called strike right down Broadway on the fastball. 3-1 to Snyder. Comes in with an open stance. The pitch. Swings at it, dings it, foul to the left side. Full count now, 1 away, base is empty. Top of the order, and Kyle Shee waiting in the on-deck circle. He retrieved that foul ball. The full count pitch. Swung on, popped up, third base side, just foul. Count remains full. Snyder struck out 3 times this season. It's a full count, 1 away, base is empty, and a 2-0 Binghamton lead in the bottom of the third. Snyder steps back in, that open stance on the left side again. The payoff pitch. Waits on it, low and away, called strike 3. Snyder can't believe it. He tossed his bat off to the bench like he was ready to go to first. That pitch was kicking up dirt. Back-to-back backwards Ks against Syracuse batters who thought otherwise. Brings up the top of the order, and right-handed batter Kyle Shee. The catcher digs in close on the plate. First pitch, swings at it, pops it up, foul, right side. That one way out of play. Shee takes a step out of the box and resets back in. Dejewski into the windup for the 0-1. The pitch swung on and fouled to the top of the backstop. 0-2 count. The Orange down to their final strike in this bottom of the third inning. Oh, 2 count. Dejewski. He deals. Misses way outside. That one in the left-handed batter's box. One and 2 count. He fires. Swing and a miss. Had She facing the pitcher with his back after it. He spun around. And Dejewski comes in and strikes out the side. We head to the top of the fourth inning, 2-0 Binghamton on the SU Club Baseball Network. Top of the fourth inning, coming at you from NBT Bank Stadium. Binghamton leads Syracuse 2-0. Jesse Cook with you on the mic. Leading off for the Bearcats in this frame is the 8-hitter Jack Capobianco, who reached on a walk last time. It's a righty-righty matchup. Burke still in the game for Syracuse. Pitched 3 innings, no earned runs. First pitch. Misses low and away. Capobianco, the right fielder, forced it to a full count last time. The 1-0 pitch. Swings, drives it, liner down the left field line. That one fair and down. Chasing after it is Snyder. Capobianco into second base standing, and he'll hold there. A first pitch double for Jack Capobianco. Correction, a 1-0 double. Nobody out, and Binghamton has a runner in scoring position for the 9-hitter Justin Park. Struck out looking last time up. That ended the top of the second. Now he's got a man in scoring position. Righty-righty matchup. The pitch. Squares to bunt, pulls back. That one in the dirt. Ball 1. Burke resettles on the hill. Park, known on his team as the best chirper, deals with criticism from the other team and answers back well. The 1-0 pitch. Swings, foul tips it off Shee's mask. One and 1 count. Park has 1 RBI this season, got an opportunity for his second in scoring position. 1 and 1 count. The pitch, squares to bunt, lays it down just right of home plate, and it's a foul ball. 1-2 count for Park. There's nobody out. A runner on second. His side, Binghamton, leads 2-0. The sophomore steadies again on the right side, crowding the plate now, choked up about an inch on the bat. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Aiden Burke cuts him down by way of the K, and there's one away with a runner on second here in the top of the fourth. That brings up the top of the order, and Luke Costanzo, the left-hander, has amounted to 0 hits in 2 at-bats thus far. Flied out to left his first time up and grounded out to first last. Burke toes the rubber, stares on towards home, and checks back at second. The first pitch, swung on, bounced out first base side, just foul. An 0-1 count. 2-0 Binghamton, 1 away, runner on second. Costanzo at the front of the batter's box on the left side. From the stretch, swings, lifts it, foul left side into the netting. An 0-2 count. Burke entered this inning with just 1 strikeout in the game. Now he's got an opportunity for back-to-back Ks. 0-2 from the stretch. Runner off for third. The pitch out and no throw. Wow. Jack Capobianco shows off the wheels, taking third under SU's noses. They knew he was going to. Still not enough. She couldn't even make the throw. 1-2 count, 1 away, runner on third. The pitch. Misses high and away. 2-2. All Costanzo needs to do is put this ball in the outfield, and his team will likely be up by 3. 2-2 pitch on the way. Waits on a fastball high. Full count. 1 away, runner on third. From the stretch, swings, drives at center field, chasing over the shoulder is Snyder. That one down behind him. Costanzo into second base, and a run scores. 3-0 Binghamton. 1 away in the top of the fourth. Time called by Syracuse to talk things over on the mound. There is action coming out of the bullpen. Syracuse will have a new pitcher. And we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll update you on who enters the game. Burke leaves, having allowed 3 runs in 3 1/3. Stay tuned to the SU Club Baseball Network. Top of the fourth inning, rolling on from NBT Bank Stadium. Binghamton at the bat, up 3-0 with a runner on second and one away. And there's a new pitcher in the game for Syracuse in MP Geis. Right-hander this season, he's 3-0 on the hill with a 120 earned run average in 15 innings pitched. That includes 15 strikeouts. Syracuse could use some help right now. Runner in scoring position for the two-hitter in Griffin Bell. He's reached base both times he's come up. Singled with the game's first hit in the first inning and then walked last time. Scored after that walk. Righty-righty matchup. Geis peers on. Pitching from the stretch. First one on the way. Called strike. And it's an 0-1 count. Bell standing at the very back of the batter's box. 0-1 count, one away, runner on second. Turns to second base. Geis doesn't throw, but he at least looks Costanzo back. Oh, 0-1 count. Geis comes set. He fires. Called strike, high and away. Bell down 0-2. So after Aiden Burke started the game pitching around Bell, Geis attacks with his first two pitches. 0-2 count. He readies again. Geis steps off the rubber and looks back at second base. Geis, a local guy, native to Syracuse, graduated from Christian Brothers Academy, where the team usually plays its home games. The 0-2 pitch misses low and away. Geis settles in again. Bell with his back foot on the white chalk next to Shee. The 1-2. Called strike, low and inside. Strike three. Bell danced back like that was a ball, like it was almost going to hit him, but MP Geis strikes out the first batter he sees with a backwards K. 2 away now in the top of the fourth. Runner on second for the three-hitter, James Muscat. 0-2 with a pair of pop-outs. Righty-righty matchup. The first pitch, this is low and away. One 1-0 count to the third baseman. Runner on second, 3-0 Binghamton. 2 away. Geis comes set. He fires. That one misses just below the knees on the outer half, a 2-0 count. Muscat takes a step out of the box and digs back in. Crowding the plate midway through the box. 2-0 count. Runner off to third. The pitch. Driven deep right field. That one hooking just foul. If Muscat gets on that pitch just a hair earlier, it's a 2-run blast. But instead, it's strike one. 2-1 count. Bell hanging off of second base, a medium-sized lead. The 2-1 pitch. That one over his head to the backstop. Shee chases it down, and Bell into third on the wild pitch. A hitter's count for Muscat. Geis taps his chest, apologizing to both the batter and his catcher. Muscat takes a step back from the plate after that pitch. And less crowding the plate than he was before. Runner on third, 2 away, the 3-1 pitch. Drives it with the swing deep down the right field line, but way foul. That one's second level bleachers. And so it's a full count for James Muscat. 2 away, runner on third. Binghamton up 3-0 in the top of the fourth. Right-hander on the hill, right-handed batter at the dish. Bell dancing off of third, fake to head towards home. The 3-2 pitch. Reaches for it, slaps it in right field. An RBI single for Muscat on the payoff pitch. 4-0 Binghamton. That closes the book on Aiden Burke. Allowed 3 runs, 1 of which was earned. Rather, allowed 4 runs, 2 of which were earned. Now coming up to the plate for Binghamton, the catcher, Robbie Kortnick. One for one. He reached base in the first on a hit by pitch, and he singled into center last time up in the third. Righty-righty. The first pitch. Swings, puts it foul over the backstop. Oh, and 1 count. Kortnick standing at the very back of the box, but crowding the plate. Wedged his back foot into the white chalk corner next to the catcher. The 0-1. Misses low and away. 1-1 count. 2 away, runner on first. 4-0 Bearcats. Geis comes set on the far edge of the rubber. From the stretch. Misses too far inside. A 2-1 count. Geis toes the rubber once again. Comes set. Looks back at first. A short lead. 2-1 pitch on the way. Called high for ball 3. A hitter's count with 2 away and a runner on first. Muscat, that man, on the cornerback. Hangs a tight lead out there, not threatening for second. 3-1 to Kortnick. Called strike right down Broadway. A full count. Geis settles in, checks back at first. 3-2, 2 away, runner on first. 4-0 Binghamton in the top of the fourth. The pitch. He swings and foul tips it to the backstop. This is the second time here in the top of the fourth that Binghamton has been down to its final strike of the frame. Last time, James Muscat sent that ball down the first base line and in the right field. Kortnick fouled off his first 2 strike opportunity. Now he digs back in again, same count at 3-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Geis retires 2 batters, both of them by way of a K. That moves us on to the bottom of the fourth inning. Binghamton tacks on 2 more runs to lead 4-0, but a raucous Syracuse bench. We move on, bottom of the fourth, on the SU Club Baseball Network. It's the bottom of the fourth inning from NBT Bank Stadium. Jesse Cook with you on the mic for the SU Club Baseball Network. Binghamton leads Syracuse 4-0. Nick Dejewski on the hill for his second inning of work. The first batter he sees is Connor Burke, the shortstop, both of them right-handers. First pitch. Squares to bunt, lays it down third base line, but it trickles foul. Burke jogs back to home plate. Entered this game batting .286 on the season, and that's still where his batting average stands because he walked his only time up. He also swiped second base after reaching first. Burke digs in on the right side again, crowds the plate, but with an open stance. The 0-1 pitch. Misses low and away. One and one count to the senior and team president. Pitch on the way. Waits on it, low and away, but the umpire calls it a strike. Burke shakes his head. He thought that one was a couple inches off into the left-handed batter's box, let alone near the plate. 1-2 count. Dejewski fires. Swung on, bounced out towards short. Charging in on it. The throw across to first. Just barely in time. A snow cone grab from Jordan Prince holds on to the out. Will Florio's throw went way offline, but the big reach of Prince comes through clutch. He's almost 6'3", and he used every inch of it. One away, base is empty. That brings up Tom Montfort, the defending New England West Player of the Week. One away for the right-handed infielder. Into the windup, the pitch. Breaking ball misses high and in. Dejewski sets off the 1-0. Waits on it. Front door curveball called strike, a 1-1 count. One and one again, the pitch. Misses inside for a ball. Montfort grounded out to first, his only time up. 2-1 pitch. Swings, dribbles it right in front of the plate, chasing in on it. The throw across to first from the catcher, and the umpire sent everyone back where they were. No out, a foul ball called by the first base umpire. Second time we've seen that happen, that a batter had a swinging bunt that the first base umpire shouted above the field had hit the lip of home plate. Montfort digs back into the plate, 2-2 count, one away, base is empty. Dejewski into the windup, the pitch, swung on, bounced out to first, sliding grab from Prince. He moves over to the bag for the second out of the inning. So in two at-bats, Montfort has grounded out directly to the first baseman. That brings up the cleanup hitter, Louis DeAngelis IV. The DH bats from the left side, and he grounded out to short, his only time up. Even stance off to the left side. Dejewski into the windup. The pitch. Laced up the middle. Sliding play at second base. The throw across the body to first in time. Justin Park fell over during the throw, but his play comes through clutch. Binghamton retires the side 1-2-3 for the third straight inning. Syracuse has had just one base runner, and it came off of a walk. We head to the fifth inning. Binghamton ahead 4-0 on the SU Club Baseball Network. Top of the fifth inning, coming at you from NBT Bank Stadium. Binghamton at the bat, and that's who's ahead. 4-0 over Syracuse. MP Geis on the hill for his second inning of work. His first batter is Jordan Prince, the first baseman. A righty-righty tilt. Thus far, Prince is 0 for 2. Reached on an error last time up, rounded out the third to finish off the first. First pitch. Waits on a strike high and away. Fastball caught him looking 0-1. Prince digs in on the right side. Geis into the windup. He deals. Swing and a deep drive midway through left field. Chasing back is Snyder. He's got time and the room and the ball. One away to kick things off in the top of the fifth. Caught that one about 10, maybe 20 feet in front of the warning track. Brings up the DH, Travis Janinski. Thus far, he's 1 for 2, singled last time up into left field, robbed of a hit his first time up. The pitch. He swings and foul tips it over the backstop. 0-1 count. One away, base is empty. Top of the fifth, 4-0 Binghamton leads. Right-hander on the hill, right-handed batter at the dish. Jaminski, another New Yorker on this team, out of Comic. The 0-1 pitch. Waits on a breaking ball high and in. The chin music a little too dissonant for his taste. Jaminski, the senior, standing at the far back of the box. Not crowding the plate, though. 1-1, Geis handles. Misses high and away. Kyle Shee stuttered when he threw the ball back to the pitcher because that's been called a strike before in that location. He was hoping for the call there, alarmed when he didn't get it. 2-1 pitch from Geis. That one a little lower, called a strike, entered the zone. 2-2. Geis has only been in for a full inning, and he struck out 2 of the batters he faced. The senior takes a step off the rubber and resettles. 2-2 the count, the pitch. That one in the dirt way off to the right side of the plate, and the count is full. Base is empty, 1 away for the 6-hitter in Jaminski. 4-0 Binghamton the score in the top of the fifth. Geis into the windup, he fires. Swung on, chippered out to second base, charging in. The play at first, throw is in time. Pitts makes the play, and there's 2 out now in the top of the fifth. Shortstop Will Florio comes up to the bat now on the right side of the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a ground out in the second and then a line out last time up in the third. First pitch. Late on a ball high and in. 1-0 count. Florio settles in on the right side of the box. 1-0 pitch from Geis. That one misses high and inside. 2-0. Florio settles again. Geis tips his cap and goes into the windup. The 2-0. Misses low. A 3-0 count to Florio. Entered this game batting .360 on the year. The 3-0 pitch from Geis missed high just above the zone, so Florio takes his base with a walk. Jack Capobianco up now on the right side. He's 1 for 1, doubled to lead off the last inning. The right fielder crowds the plate. Geis pitching from the stretch. He deals. Swung on, driven right side, and foul. A lot of air under that one, but just not the right angle. Geis takes a step off the rubber to recollect. Peers over at first. Steps up again. 0-1 pitch. No, he throws over to first. Nothing doing on the pickoff attempt. No tag even. 0-1 count, 2 away. Runner on first, 4-0 Binghamton in the top of the fifth. Righty-righty matchup. The pitch. In the dirt, She dropped to a knee to block it. One and one count, 2 away. Capobianco takes an extra half step towards the plate, crowding it even further. Toes on the tip of the white line. The 1-1 pitch. Waits on a fastball low, called a ball. 2-1 count. Florio, a short lead off of first base. 2-1 count, 2 away. Geis from the stretch. Check swing, called a strike, blown away. 2-2 count. Capobianco has yet to strike out this season. Geis looking for his third K of the outing. 2-2. Runner on first, 2 away, the pitch. Swing, chip back at the mound, behind him to second base. Pitch corrals, throw to first in time. So MP Geis in his second inning of work retires Binghamton in 4 batters. We move on to the bottom of the 5th inning at NBT Bank Stadium. Still 4-0 Binghamton over Syracuse. Bottom of the 5th inning from NBT Bank Stadium. Jesse Cook with you on the mic. Binghamton up 4-0 over Syracuse. And a new pitcher in the game for the Bearcats, Luke Zuckerman on the hill. 160 earned run average in 6 innings pitched. 4 strikeouts to his credit for the junior. The lefty's first batter is another southpaw in Jack Carano, the 5-hitter and first baseman for Syracuse. Zuckerman, the first pitch. Called strike right down the middle. Corrado flied out to left field his last time up. 0-1 count. The pitch. Breaking ball front door, caught him looking. Well, the umpire gave a confusing signal back to the dugout, so actually no clear call that the ball or a strike. The ambiguous pitch on the way. That one too high and inside for Burke's liking, rather for Corrado's liking. Dug him off the plate. That's a ball no matter what. 1-2 count. So 2 strikes to Corrado. No, 2-1 count. The pitch. Misses low. Throw me no, ball 3. Yeah, that second pitch, the umpire made the strike signal, but then put both hands up and said nothing. The 3-1 pitch. This is high and in. Indeed, that is a walk. Corrado off to first base. That makes him the first Syracuse base runner since the first inning. The Orange still without a hit. Seth Warner, the center fielder at the dish, batting on the right side. Struck out swinging on 3 pitches his first time up. First pitch to him. This is high. Gets behind the catcher. He just dropped it. Took his eyes off the ball. And Corrado's into second base on the pass ball. Kortnick kicks himself after that one. He was looking off to first, not at the pitch. One and 0 count on the way. Swung on, driven out to second base. Line drive caught. No play at second. That brings up Ryan Pitts, the 7-hitter. He grounded out to third last time up, but not without a battle. Got himself to a 2-strike count and fouled off a pair of pitches before dribbling it to third. Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch. Swung on, popped up, first base side, charging in into foul territory. That one out of play. Oh and 1 count. Zuckerman steadies on the hill. From the stretch. Bounces behind the catcher off the inside part of his pad, and that puts Corrado on third with the ball at the backstop. Now corralled by Kortnick, he puts it back in the pitcher's glove. So Syracuse, without the aid of a hit or any other base runners, besides the one already out there, has a chance to bring home a run. Pitch, the 1-1 pitch. Fires it deep right field, foul out of play. That one hit the top of the structure right next to the Salt City deck out in foul territory. A 1-2 count now for Pitts. From the stretch. Waits on a breaking ball high and in. Changeup got him looking. Called strike 3. 2 away now with a runner on third in the bottom half of the 5th. That brings up Adam Neufeld, the right fielder. Standing smack dab in the middle of the right-handed batter's box, Neufeld struck out looking his first time up. The pitch. Called low and inside for a ball. Ended this game batting .405 on the season. 1-0. Swings, drives it into center field. Syracuse has its first run and its first hit. Adam Neufeld circles first and hangs there. The Orange are on the board. Four to 1 Binghamton the score now. That brings up the 9-hitter, left-handed batting Grant Snyder. 2-away runner on first. The pitch. Misses low and away. So Zuckerman, Binghamton's third pitcher, and the first one to allow a base hit. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on, driven high and deep down the right field line, midway through the outfield. That one trickling foul, and there it goes, out of play. A 1-1 count now for Snyder, who struck out looking his only time up thus far. 2 away, runner on first. Syracuse scored its first run of the game in the last at-bat. 1-1 count. Zuckerman from the stretch. Swing and a pop-up on the infield grass, hooking back foul over the backstop. 1-2 count. One and two count now for Snyder. 2 away, runner on first. Zuckerman steps off the hill and checks Neufeld at first. The right fielder taking a short lead. The pitch. Swung on, chipped foul off to the right side. Count remains 1-2 with 2 away, and Neufeld on first. Medium-sized lead off the first base bag. Zuckerman, the 1-2. Swing, flown into shallow center field, chasing in on it, and the second baseman has it on the infield dirt. That's the third out of the inning, but Syracuse draws blood for the first time today. So a 4-0 Binghamton score turns into a 4-1 rally. We move on to the 6th inning. Binghamton grabbing the bats, leading 4-1. Top of the 6th inning, coming at you from NBT Bank Stadium in Syracuse. Binghamton ahead of Syracuse, 4-1. That's who has the bats, the Bearcats. MP Geist still on the hill, righty-righty matchup with the 9-hitter Justin Park. 0 for 2 thus far with a pair of strikeouts. Geist has already struck out 2. First pitch. Misses low and away for a ball. Geist relieved Aiden Burke with 1 away back in the 4th inning. Struck out 2 of the first 3 batters he faced. 1-0 to Park. The pitch. Swing and a miss. That one let her high, and he took a hefty cut. 1-1 count. Park just 2 hits this season and now 15 at-bats. The 1-1. Swing, dribbler out to short, fielded by the third baseman. No, tipped off Montfort's glove, and Park is aboard. An infield hit thanks to the ball just dying on the grass. Top of the order up now. Luke Costanzo struggled to begin the game, going 0 for 2, but last time up, he drove an absolute rifle over the center fielder's head to drive in Binghamton's third run. Batting on the left side of the plate. Geis, the pitch. Swung on, driven through midway center field, and Warner is there for the catch. One away. That brings up the two-hitter Griffin Bell. 1 for 2. Struck out looking last time up, but singled his first time aboard. Scored after a walk in the third. Comes up on the right side of the plate with a runner on first and 1 away in the top of the 6th. 4-1 Binghamton. Geis checks over at first. Decides at home. He deals. Runner off for second. Called strike. The throw to second. High and late. Park in with a steal. Bell taps both sides of the plate again. Umpires wait for Park to get set up again on second base. Geis settles in. Checks second. Pitches from the stretch. Park off for third. Pitches the ball. Throw to third. Out into left field. Park being waved home. There won't even be a contest. 5-1 Binghamton. Justin Park wreaking havoc on the Syracuse defense. He rounds the bases in 3 pitches. 1 to get aboard, 1 to steal second, 1 to take third and let the error take him home. A 2-0 count for Bell as he resumes. 1 away, bases now empty. Righty-righty matchup. Geis into the windup. Swing and a bouncer out to short. Sliding play. Throw across the body. Not in time. A perfect dart from Connor Burke at shortstop. Just about a half second too late. So that's 2 infield hits in this frame for the Bearcats. Brings up the 3-hitter James Muscat. Singled into right field last time to drive home Binghamton's 4th run. Put it perfectly down the right field line. Righty-righty matchup, runner on first, 1 away. Geis throws over to first, and Bell is safe. Every time that Griffin Bell has put himself aboard, he's had to face at least 1 pickoff throw at every base. Geis settles the pitch. Swing and a drive out to third, through to left field underneath the glove of Montfort. Each runner goes just 1 base. Runners on first and second for Binghamton now with 1 away, bringing up Robbie Quartnick. The catcher, 1 for 2. He struck out swinging last time up, but singled the at-bat before that in the third. Also reached on a hit by pitch to kick off this game. Rather, his part in this game. Stands with an open stance, crowding the plate. Geis checks second, pitches from the stretch. Called a ball low. Quartnick this season entered today batting .348. The Ithaca, New York native has walked 4 times on this campaign. The 1-0 pitch from Geis. Called strike, low and inside. That one was just about inside the right-handed batter's box, but Quartnick doesn't argue. One and one count. Geis comes set. Pitches from the stretch. Misses high and inside. 2-1 count to the sophomore. Geis, a senior, toes the rubber, catches the sign from Shee. 2-1 pitch on the way, fires, bounced out third base side, foul. Two and two. The throw back to Geis on the hill missed him, so receives a little help from first baseman Corrado to retrieve the ball. It's a dead play. Nobody could have gone anywhere. 2-2 count, one away. Runners on first and second. 5-1 Binghamton leads in the top of the sixth. Right-handed batter for the right-handed pitcher. Geis has struck out two, potentially one pitch away from getting his third. From the stretch, double steal, lifted, deep left field. That one on the left field line. A pop-up, caught. The throw back into second base. Not in time, and it overshoots him, too. No movement after that. There's two away with runners on first and second, thanks to the snag in left field by Snyder. Brings up Jordan Prince, the first baseman. An unproductive day for him, 0 for 3. He did reach once on an error, and that error did bring home 2 runs. So not totally unproductive, but the right-handed batter probably searching for his first hit. Geis from the stretch. Swing and a big miss on the curveball, low and away. Good timing, just fooled by the pitch. Geis looks on for the sign. Now comes set. The 0-1, no. He checks back at second base. No throw, but he did step off the rubber. Prince flied out to left field last time up. Entered this game batting .389. 0-1. Swings, drills it to deep left field. Snyder chasing back, and he makes a grab at his right shoulder. So that retires the side, but Binghamton does advance one runner over home plate thanks to the antics of Justin Park. We head to the bottom half of the sixth inning. The Bearcats lead the Orange 6-1. Stay tuned on the SU Club Baseball Network. Bottom of the sixth inning, coming at you. Syracuse trailing Binghamton 5-1, but the Orange are at the bat with the top of the order. Kyle Shee, the first one, and he's facing a righty. New pitcher in the game is Tommy Verdon. This season, 7 1/3 innings pitched, a 12.28 earned run average. Into the windup, first pitch to the catcher. Swing, and he goes out of his shoes, missing that one. Not the first time this game we've seen Shee take a hefty cut with no reward. That's how he ended his last at-bat, spinning around for strike 3. 0-1 pitch on the way. Swings again, tears his head over to his left, missing the ball. An 0-2 count. Shee, the junior, stands at the very back of the box on the right side. Verdon, the 0-2 pitch, swung on, bounced out to third, chopped up and bobbled at third base. Shee aboard. That ground ball absolutely ate up James Muscat. First error for the Binghamton defense. Rather, that's being ruled a hit. Brings up Connor Burke with a 2-hitter and shortstop, also a righty. Grounded out last time up, walked before that. Verdon the pitch. Misses low for a ball. The sophomore on the hill, transferred from the D3 program at Wesleyan. From the stretch, swing and a miss. Shee takes off for second, and he's in there without a throw. 11th stolen base of the season for Shee. 1-1 count for Burke. Runner on second, nobody out. Pitch from the stretch. Swing and a miss. Hanged over his front foot on that one, and it's a 1-2 count. Verdon fooling Syracuse batters with his fastball changeup combination. Checks back at second. The 1-2 pitch. Waits on a ball low and away. The count stands at 2-2. Burke readies again on the right side of the box. Verdon from the stretch. That one bounces off the back of home plate. Picked by Kortnick to keep Shee in check on second base. Full count now for Burke. With nobody out, runner on second base. 5-1 Binghamton leads in the bottom of the sixth. The New York City native on the hill comes set. The payoff pitch. Waits on it, low and away, and called strike 3. Burke took his helmet off in frustration. He tossed his bat aside thinking he was scot-free off to first. Not the first time this game that the Syracuse bench has erupted in anger after a questionable third strike call. One away, runner on second for Tom Montfort, the defending player of the week and the NCBA Division II New England West Division. Righty-righty matchup, first pitch. Waits on a breaking ball high and in. The front door curve has him looking. 0-1 count now after the strike. Montfort 0 for 2 with a pair of groundouts to the first baseman. Both of them unassisted putouts as well. 0-1 pitch. Swings, corks it down the third base line, just left of it foul. So an 0-2 count to Montfort. The third baseman entered this game with 5 hits and 6 at-bats on the season. Now, still 5 hits, but in 8 ABs. One away, 0-2 count, runner on second. Down by 4 in the bottom of the sixth. From the stretch. Waits on a pitch that bounces, gets away from the catcher. Shee takes off for third without a throw. Second pass ball for Kortnick. 1-2 count. The third baseman creeps closer to the front of the batter's box. The pitch. Swings, batters it foul to the backstop. A 1-2 count for Montfort with one away and a runner on third. Binghamton ahead 5-1 in the bottom of the sixth. The pitch. Waits on a ball high and in. 2-2. Verdon has walked 4 batters this season. Montfort working for one of those. 2-2 pitch. Waits out low and away. Called strike 3. That one painted the corners like Rembrandt beautifully along the edges. Back-to-back looking strikeout from Verdon brings up the cleanup hitter, Louis DeAngelis. The lefty digs in. 0 for 2 with a pair of groundouts to the middle infield, 1 to short, 1 to second. Runner on third, 2 away, down by 4. The right-hander deals. Misses low and away. One and 0 count for DeAngelis. From the stretch. Check swing. Base umpire says he didn't bite. A 2-0 count. Two and 0. Verdun comes set. The pitch. Popped up third base side on that swing. That one way out of play and foul. Two and 1 count. A hefty section of the crowd is wearing orange. Syracuse fans chasing after the foul ball. 2 and 1 count with 2 away. Runner on third. DeAngelis says that if he weren't a ball player, he would be a bodybuilder, and that's a pretty helpful facet of the game to have that upper and lower body strength to drive the ball. Has 2 home runs this season. Swung on, deep right field. That one, 2 hops the fence. Syracuse scores a run. DeAngelis into second base standing. Five to 2 Binghamton, 2 away in the bottom of the 6th inning with a runner on second now for Syracuse. That brings up Jack Corrado. Corrado scored the Oranges' first run after walking in the last inning. Came around. Bats from the left side. The pitch. This is high for a ball. One and 0 count to the corner infielder. The pitch. Waits on a strike, low and inside. That one was a couple inches into the left-handed batter's box and ankle high. Corrado circled around outside the plate in disgust after that call, but he settles back in. Runner on second, 2 away. The pitch. Swings, pops it foul on the first base line on the ground. Out of play. A 1 and 2 count now for Corrado. Tommy Verdun has to wait for the ball to get back to him. The umpire didn't have any spares. A 1 and 2 count for Corrado. Struck out 5 times this season. Runner on second, 2 away. The 1-2 pitch. Swings, base down the first base side, and it hit the first base coach, but he's all right. Just walks it off. A 1-2 count. Corrado steps back in right in the middle of the left-handed batter's box. Verdun, the righty, sets on the hill. Kicks and deals. Breaking ball, backdoor, got him looking. And for the third time in this inning, Tommy Verdun has the Syracuse bench in anger with a called third strike. The Orange do some damage, though, score a run. We move on to the 7th inning. Binghamton up only 5-2 now.
Leading off this afternoon for Binghamton, designated hitter number 7.
Top of the 7th inning, on the way from NBT Bank Stadium. Binghamton at the bat, leading 5-2. MP Geist still on the hill for the Orange. Right-hander's first batter is another righty, Travis Jaminski. He's 1 for 3. Single back in the 3rd inning in his second at bat, but flied out to right and grounded out to second. The first pitch bounces in the left-handed batter's box for a ball. One and 0 count. Geist settles in. Into the windup. He deals. This is high. 2-0 count. Jaminski batting .273 entering today. 6 RBIs. 2-0. Misses low and chipped the inner leg of the umpire, but he shakes it off unfazed. A 3-0 count now to the first batter of the inning in Jaminski. Geist comes set. Fires. Called strike right down the middle. The senior resettles on the hill. 3-1 pitch. Laced out. Shortstop just past the diving arms of Burke into left field. Jaminski's second hit of the game. Second time he puts it into left. Brings up the shortstop, Will Florio, also batting from the right side. He's got a man on and nobody out. 0 for 2, ground out, line out, and a walk. Geist checks over at first, decides on home. The pitch, called strike. That one right down the middle of the plate. 0-1 count. The senior resettles on the hill. Checks over at first. He deals. Misses low and away. Ball 1. Looks on again. Will Florio at the dish. Righty-righty matchup. Geis from the stretch. Swung on, lifted foul off to the right side. Over the backstop. 1-2 count. Florio's hometown of Glens Falls in the news lately with Syracuse is Joe Girard, the men's basketball guard, looking towards transferring away. The 1-2 pitch to Florio. He laces it to second base, stamped down, the throw to second, off the bag, he's safe, everybody's safe. A rough hand at second base for Ryan Pitts. He stopped a sharp grounder, bobbled it for a moment, and then was so caught up with the ball that his throw to shortstop Connor Burke was offline. That brings up Jack Capobianco, but Syracuse looking to take Geis out of the game. A strong 2 2/3 innings from the senior. We'll have an update on who replaces him in just a moment, but stay tuned. The SU Club Baseball Network carries on. 5-2 Binghamton leads in the top half of the 7th. Coming back at you in the top of the 7th inning. New pitcher in the game for Syracuse. Binghamton leads 5-2. It's Liam Reardon. His first batter, a fellow righty, Jack Capobianco. Runners on first and second, nobody out. First pitch on the way. Waits on a ball, low and away, on a pitch that had some of the Syracuse bench groaning because that had just been called a strike throughout the first 6 or so innings. 1-0 pitch. Swung on, driven shallow left field, chasing back on the shallow outfield grass. Third baseman Montfort has the grab. 1 away now in the top half of the 7th inning. Reardon's first batter goes just about as planned. So runners on first and second with 1 away. Sir Justin Park, the 9-hitter, reached last time with his second hit of the season, a dribbler past third. First pitch to the righty. Waits on a breaking ball low and away. Called a ball. Park takes a couple practice cuts and sets back in. Rid of the pitch. Swing and a miss on a changeup high and inside. Park was way out in front. 1-1 count now. One away, runners on first and second. And the whistle of a train, more like the blare off in the distance. Second pitch comes in. That one misses inside. Third pitch, rather. It's a 2-1 count now. The freight train's outlining the picture frame of this ballpark. 2-1 pitch. Squares the bunt, but pulls back. It's called a strike anyway. 2-2 count. Reardon takes a breath behind the rubber. Sets back again. Catches the sign from Chi. 2-2 pitch from the stretch. Breaking ball front door and misses just inside. How's that for redemption? So after Pitts bobbled the ball that would have gotten a double play earlier in the inning that put Syracuse in that sticky situation, he redeems himself, picking up at second base right where he felt he should have left off. So we head to the bottom half of the seventh inning. Get ready to stretch from NBT Bank Stadium. It's 5-2 Binghamton. Bottom of the seventh from NBT Bank Stadium. Syracuse down 5-2 to Binghamton, but the Orange are at the bat. New pitcher in the game for Binghamton, but not a new player. Travis Jaminski moving over from designated hitter to pitcher as well. The right-hander's first batter is Seth Warner, Syracuse center fielder. Thus far, number 19 is 0 for 2, a strikeout and a line out to second. First pitch of the inning on the way. This is low for a ball. Warner readies on the right side again. The 1-0 pitch. Waits on it inside for a ball. 2-0. Had his fair share of work cut out for him in center field on defense. Maybe one or two great plays. 2-0 pitch. Swings and drives it fair down the left field line. That one trickles into the corner. Warner chasing for second. He's in there standing. A leadoff double. And that might be it for Warner. In fact, it is. Pinch runner for him. It's Jake Kleiman. That brings up Ryan Pitts, another righty, 0 for 2. Kleiman on second base now for Syracuse. The pitch. This is inside for a ball. One and 0 count. Sheminsky comes set. Pitches from the stretch. Misses low and away. Through 5 pitches, the only pitch that has gone through the zone was battered down the left field line. Syracuse now has the tying run on deck. The 2-0 pitch. Misses high and away. Pitts, who just made that spectacular inning-ending double play at second base on defense to finish off the top half of this inning, now potentially 1 pitch away from finding his way aboard. 3-0. Misses high and inside. Syracuse has runners on first and second with nobody out. Now for Adam Neufeld, who singled home a run last time up. The right fielder digs in on the right side of the plate. Sheminsky, as a pitcher, has yet to allow an earned run this season. He deals. Popped up, first base side, heading towards foul ground and out of play, about 7 rows back. Sheminsky through 3 2/3 innings this season, no runs, 4 strikeouts, only 4 hits. The 0-1 pitch. Neufeld swings, trickles out to second base, and through to right field. Chasing for home is Kleiman. He is in there. The throw gets to the backstop. Another run coming home. Play at the plate. No throw. 2-run score. And that puts Neufeld on third. 5-4 Binghamton. An RBI single brings home a couple runs, and the error moves Neufeld over to third. Mound visit to talk to Sheminsky from his fellow infielders and one of the bench coaches. The 9-hitter Grant Snyder awaiting just off the right batter's box. He's 0 for 2. It's 5-4 Binghamton in the bottom of the 7th inning. Nobody out. Syracuse has the tying run on third base. Grant Snyder at the bat, a righty-righty matchup. Sheminsky on the hill has yet to retire a batter, and he just allowed his first couple runs of the season. Snyder yet to record a hit. Infield in. The pitch. Waits on the ball, low and away. Sheminsky yet to record a swing and miss. The only strike was a foul ball. Everything else in the zone has been hit. 1-0. Swung on, popped up, shallow right field, trickling down the line and just foul. 1-1 count for Snyder. He's got 7 runs batted in this season, an 8th waiting 90 feet to his left. 1-1 with nobody out, a runner on third, and a 1-run game. From the stretch. Swung on, chipped out to second, fielded, and they look him back at third. Throw over to first is in time. Park, wise defense. 1 away, runner on third for the top of the order. Kyle Shee, 1 for 3. That one coming in his last plate appearance. A single past the third baseman last time up. It hit him just about in the gut, and then it trickled behind him. Infield still in. Runner on third is Neufeld. 1 away. Righty matchup, the pitch. Bounced out, third base side, bobbled at third. He chops it down, throw to first, pick. No, in the dirt. She aboard again. No action on third base, though, so it's runners on the corners with one away for the two-hitter Connor Burke. That ruled an error at third, second of the inning against Binghamton. Connor Burke digs in on the right side. Jaminski swivels back and forth, looking between first and third. The right-hander fires, runner off for second, pitch in the dirt, a ball, so runners on second and third for Syracuse. There is one out. The infield is in for the Bearcats. Runners on second and third. Neufeld off third, who drove home both of Syracuse's runs this inning, and she, the leadoff man, on second. The pitch swung on, popped up over the backstop, and foul. 1-1 count. Jaminski settles in. From the stretch. Swung on, popped up, shallow first base side, foul territory. That one over the netting and out of play. A 1-2 count for Burke. No hits for him yet today. He walked his way aboard in the first inning, then grounded out to short in the fourth and struck out looking in the sixth. The team president and a senior waits outside the batter's box. The umpire ran out of baseballs. Had to wait for that foul ball to find its way back into the catcher's mitt. Infield in for Binghamton. The Bearcats lead the Orange 5-4. A 1-2 count with runners on second and third and one away for the two-hitter Connor Burke. Righty matchup. Travis Jaminski started the day as a DH, now on the hill. The 1-2 pitch. Misses low and away. Count evens up at 2-2. The shortstop, Reddy, is back on the right side of the box. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swing, no, check swing. Umpires say he didn't bite. He got about 49% of the way around before he held back, and the count is full, 3-2. First base is open. There are runners on second and third. Binghamton can afford a base runner. The Bearcats lead the Orange by 1 in the bottom of the seventh. One out. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swings, drives it deep left center field. A lot of air under it. Racing back. A collision in center. The ball is caught. Runner tags up from third. The game is tied. Five-your score. Connor Burke sent a laser to left center field. Bell chased it down but collided with Costanzo. Now a runner on third for Syracuse, Kyle Shee. The Binghamton support staff running out to left field to check on Bell. He's shaken up after the collision. So we're going to take a break on the SU Club Baseball Network while they tend to him. But the game is now tied. The Orange trailed by 4. 5-5. Stay tuned. 2 away in the bottom of the seventh. Bringing things back, Syracuse tied the game 5-5. A collision in center field sent Bell a little off kilter, but he seems to be all right. He's staying in the game. Runner on third. Righty matchup for the reigning player of the week, Thomas Montfort. The Orange scored 3 runs this inning to tie it up, and the go-ahead run 90 feet away in the fastest guy in the team, Kyle Shee, 2 stolen bases today. Ziminski the pitch. In the dirt, next to the catcher, she holds up on third. One and 0 count for Montfort. He's 0 for 3 in this game, a pair of groundouts to first, and a backwards-looking K in his last at-bat. Ziminski staring over at third. The 1-0 pitch from the stretch. Chin music, too high and in. 2-0 count for Montfort. Readies again on the right side. Ziminski comes set. The 2-0 pitch. Swung on to third base, over his glove and through to left field. Syracuse takes the lead and rushes the field. A walk-off in Game 1 from NBT Bank Stadium. Your hero, Thomas Montfort. A walk-off winner for Syracuse in the first ever broadcast on the SU Club Baseball Network, and you couldn't ask for a better setting. 6-5 the final. Thomas Montfort, the player of the week, sends them home with the win, although there is a second game. A last-second, seventh-inning rally for Syracuse. This one sealed up. Game 2 awaits not too long from now, about a half hour till then. So make sure you tune in to the separate stream for that one. The Orange on top, 6-5 over Binghamton. The D2 team taking down the Division I squad. What a storybook in Game 1. That does it for the inaugural broadcast. Tune in about half an hour for game number 2. I'm Jesse Cook. Thank you so much for watching.